And what I actually really like about Regret is how, oh, here we go, 35-26, we're in it. So I guess we had it going on for a little bit. We'll get caught up though, as Nemesis, he has the overshield, it gets taken off that body. But once again, we're seeing a bit of the same. That Scared Money squad looking that little bit better than Cobra Kai thus far in the series.
Well, I can't appreciate the fact that we've been brought in mid-game, so when the tensions are at their highest, so we don't need that early game momentum, that early game swing. We come in here now, Tools, and we get the best part of it. We get the meat of the action.
We get the meat of the action. 7 minutes left to go. 8-kill lead for this Scared Money squad as we see Barge trying to get them off the spawn at red. He's just sitting at P-Door trying to hit the cross map shots. He's made one shot. Eli Elite gonna try to take him down, makes him one shot once again. Barge just trying to live, eventually gets hunted down, and there we go. Bomex finds another kill. Rami goes down from Swish, and there we go. We're seeing a little bit of a momentum shift in favor of this Cobra Kai squad. You see Name trying his best to stay. Oh, and the stick comes through. He is staying alive. And can he get two? He gets two. Name, you absolute monster in the 1v2 at the bottom base. Doesn't need any help. Does it all by himself.
Name does it all by himself, and because of that, they've gotten themselves a fresh, clean wipe. And any momentum that Cobra Kai had has been squashed in an instant by Name and the boys. That's a clean wipe, and it should be a little. They're all trapped inside the base trying to get out. Rami gets a kill, Flurry gets a kill, Name gets another kill. Find that final player. It's Bomex. He gets a kill, but it's not going to matter too much. They only need 3.
Yeah, and that what an answer from the Scared Money squad, right? We saw momentum going in favor of Cobra Kai when they got 3 players down, and really Name led that charge by getting some kills that you'd not expect. And there we go. Once again, though, Cobra Kai finding some kills that you wouldn't expect. They get 4 players down for the time being, and look at Swish immediately pushed underneath the red base. He's going to hear that player above him and get that call out, as we see Nemesis made one shot. They need to stay alive. No one on blue team can drop. They need to get this next overshield, then use it to get themselves back into this game. This could be a hell of a comeback, but Nemesis goes down, and it's going to cut it down short. 44-49. I don't see the comeback happening. If they would have gotten that overshield, got away with it, I think we could have seen something crazy.
Yeah, we could have seen something special had they got that overshield, but now it might just be too tough of ask and a little too late, as now the boys on Scared Money just need the 1 kill. They get it. Down goes Bomex, and down they go in the series 2-0.
Damn, and you know, I really wish that we could have seen the shifts in the wind at the start, because I want to know how Bards and crew got that initial lead, because it really seemed as if that Cobra Kai squad, when they had it going, they really got a great momentum. They get 4 players down at a time, but then there would be an individual play that came from Scared Money, and so far I think that's been the difference, at least in that Slayer game, where we saw individual plays stunt that movement, that momentum that we saw from the Cobra Kai squad. And now backs up against the wall. They're down 2-0. They need to figure it out here on this 3rd game to get themselves back in it.
Yeah, they're backed into a corner here, and you were saying you wanted to see the early stages, but I can tell you, Scared Money just took your advice, Tools, and they got themselves good. They played good. They done the spawn trapping, you know, they done the killing. It was killing and the murdering over on the Regret, and they got themselves the victory, and now we're going to map number 3, and are they going to make the clean sweep, or have Cobra Kai got what it takes to bounce back?
I think they have it. I think we're going to see more than just a 3-0 at least. But really, the player to focus on is that Swish 5s right there. They're going to make this comeback. He went 16-11. If we could look at his damage real fast, that was really the indicator for me. Just he put up massive amounts, 2,500 damage for his team. Head and shoulders, 600 plus than more than Bomex, who came 2nd for his team. About 500 more than anyone else in the lobby. So he was really just doing it himself that game. I just think we need to see more of the damage output from Eli, Bomex, and Nemesis. We can't afford to see another 1,300 damage game from Nemesis.
Yeah, Swish was shooting absolutely everything that moved, and I think at one point he took a shot at 90 in the free cam, and that was, you would have to warn him next time, maybe get a referee involved. Don't be shooting our 90, keep him alive, keep him up.
Oh, what a filthy double kill from Name right there. It's just, those are games that just like kill momentum for players. When you get a 1v2 like that, where you did not deserve to get those kills, and Name just steals it away, and with that I feel like he sealed the momentum for his team, and it's just going to be a very uphill climb for Swish 5s and crew. Rami, Bards, Name, and Furiously, they just look too good. The individual talent's off the charts. Players like Furiously, I think he's won a couple FFAs in the HCS. The man's just absolutely gifted when it comes to shooting his pistol. But we're on my favorite game type and map combination, Coliseum CTF. We often see those bottom trench flanks where we see flagpoles just constantly on this map. It feels like it's evolved so much over the last couple of years.
Yeah, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is World War II. There's so much trench action, but no, it's Halo 5. Guardians were on Coliseum, and just like Tool said, it's actually my favorite as well. I know a lot of the pro players have been giving out about it recently, saying it's a bit of a swing map as well, but it's all about controlling that sniper rifle, and I really just like having fun with the rocket launcher. Never helping my teammate just sitting over on that top rock side, just railing down damage and destruction. And when I say that, I mean whiffing every single shot, but lovely shot. One man not whiffing shots and not windmilling right now. It's Name as he takes down Bomex on top rockets.
He finds another one, and we have a flag that is currently out for Cobra Kai. They're trying to get it in, but Name, he finds the first 3 kills on the map, and they're going to get an early return for that flag, but they haven't gotten their own pullout, right? So they are able to get a bunch of kills. They're going to be able to push them back into the base. We're seeing some more classic Halo gameplay where you slay a little bit at a time. You push them further and further back instead of this hyper overextension, get pulls out while players aren't expecting it sort of gameplay that we're noticing from Cobra Kai off the start. But Name hits a great sniper rifle shot, but his teammates all go down at the same time. That's 4 down. And what we're going to see, I think Cobra Kai is going to be much faster on the uptake when it comes to objective-oriented play.
I think the problem there for Name and Co was that they left the snipe side completely isolated, completely free. Nobody over there to control that side of the map, and because of that, they were all taken down over towards the rocket side. I would like to see him rotate with that snipe rifle down the ramp, maybe pick up a few shots and put some pressure on those cave spawners, but instead, he let them out for free almost as well, and that's why we see what we're seeing right now.
Look at Bards, they're clearing out their base, and they stop that initial push from Cobra Kai, but 3 of them on the snipe side. Bards picks 1 and is gonna reposition with Furiously. And look at Name on the quick flank. These quick flanks are quite tough to pull out on Coliseum because of how exposed it is. But when you make Name, we saw Name make the clutch play from before. We have to forgive some sort of slip up, but you can't afford to go down right there as Bomex finds 2 kills. And with that, the flag is going out. Furiously trying to get it across. Bomex gets the kill before it can go much further, but a player's there to pick up the slack. Can it get around the corner? Bomex, I don't think he got the kill, and that's going to be a first flag cap in for this Scared Money squad.
Yeah, we were going to forgive Name for his windmilling and I think he got his eyes crossed and his ankles broken, but unfortunately he spawned back up, picked up the flag, relayed it like an Olympic sport. He's put that one home. It's 1-0 in favor of the boys on Scared Money, and they're looking so good in this series right now.
Got Name hitting that sticky and immediately transitions to find the double kill across the map. Man, he's playing on a different level right now, you know, having his little mistakes, but at the general sense, he keeps winning fights that he probably shouldn't. As Rami's starting to push in, he's going to be the initial push from this window. He pulls out the flag, but no one really saw the player at the back base, and he's going to be able to get the couple kills to stop that flag carrier for now as Furiously shoots off the rocket, can't get the connection, and the flag is getting pushed out while Furiously is trying to win this fight over on the snipe side. Looks like a bit of a counterattack coming from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that's all happened because it didn't clear that back base. That one player was able to clear out 2 of members of Cobra Kai, and now you see the flag on the move again. Snipe rifle up for grabs as well. Looks as though one of those players has picked it up on the outskirts. And he hits that shot as well, does Bards, gets himself a double kill, finds the body of the guy over behind the flag box as well, and now putting some immediate pressure onto the guy with the DMR as well. So now the flag is on the move again. It's good to see what Cobra Kai can do in defense.
A massive kill from Bards right there to pick up that sniper and immediately put it to work. Unfortunately, missing the second half of that clip, but that double kill stunted that flag at the time. Actually, we're tied at 1 all, so that flag must have gone in. I don't think Bards hit the snipe shot in time. But man, talk about some ice in the veins just to come out and immediately find 2 no scopes with that sniper rifle. And now they're going to be able to try to get themselves back. But Eli Elite gets this flag. What are you... Okay, Eli Elite was confusing me a little bit.
Can someone send Eli's GPS coordinates for his home base? He seems to be lost right now, folks.
He's in the reverse gear, man. He doesn't know how to go forward, as he's unfortunately not going to be able to get that flag back for his team. Rockets did come up, and Eli Elite's going to be able to get his hands on those rockets. We'll see if he's going to be able to make a push with them and find a kill. One player next to him gets Bards, and that's what that rocket affords you, right? Just get a jail out of get out of jail free card as he hits that rocket on the player bottom mid, but he's still stuck in this bottom position with these rockets, and he's gonna have to waste both of them. Eli Elite not really able to make his presence known with those rockets, just able to get a kill that he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, the problem is when you pick up the rockets and you do commit to dropping down into those trenches, and the enemy team then knows you're there, you're quite literally stuck down there. There's no way getting out, and because he was stuck, he had to waste those rockets or fear them heading over to the opposition's hands. This flag is on the move. Switch puts in some clean shots to try and stop that cap. Has he done enough? Looks as though his teammates are in support as well. Swish in a 1v1 with Name. They both traded. The flag is still down, needs to be touched. The Flurry clears out Bomex from his base, gets a touch here, and this should be 2-1 in favor of the boys on Scared Money.
Great job. Swish Fives trying to do his best to keep that flag alive. Unfortunately, got the trade instead of the kill, and that allowed the Scared Money squad to get that second cap in. And once again, we're seeing some pressure from Cobra Kai on that rock side, but they're not quite able to make the push. I kind of want to see Cobra Kai. They haven't pushed rocks as much as I'd like to see them do it. They've held heavy snipe control. We often see 3 players from that squad staying on snipe side, trying to get their push through. What I like to see is players that double up on rockets, try to block out the elbow and get the flag run through trenches. That's how we've seen both the caps from Scared Money happen. Cobra Kai obviously opting for the snipe side runs, which have gotten them 1 cap, and potentially the second one is Switch Fives hasn't felt much pressure. 1 player behind him, but it's not going to be enough. We're tied 2-all. So I guess we're going to see the philosophy. Is it the rock side philosophy that wins the game, or the snipe side philosophy that wins the game? As another flag is out and Switch Fives is demolishing the other team, and that's going to do it, I believe. I don't think there's really any player from red team that can stop this Scared Money. Gonna go down, and we're gonna see another game.
Boy, oh boy, did that accelerate quickly. It looked as though Scared Money had done enough. They just taken the lead and lost back-to-back caps, and that snipe side, although it's slow, boy oh boy is it steady, and they're able to get themselves a couple of caps in no time whatsoever.
Yeah, steady is a great way to describe that, because they just kept their control. And one thing that Scared Money needed to do was, because they're playing so heavy on snipe side, the Cobra Kai was, they needed to check it more often. That last flat cap had no business getting pulled out. What they did was they just spawned elbow, and they never really went to go check the cave. A player got behind them, pulled out the flag. Easy run for them. And once again, we see Switch Fives at the top of the leaderboard. He did it last game, and shout out to Eli Elite picking up some of the slack this time around, as he's going to drop 2,300 damage for his team. But that was a different Cobra Kai squad that we saw in the second half of that game. They looked much more improved. And I think the reverse sweep, I'm going to say it's on the table. I still have this Switch Fives squad taking it.
Well, this is what the Cobra Kai team that you pitched to me at the start of the series, where you said you thought it was going to go in their favor. And that second half of that Coliseum game, I started to believe it. Swish putting down some serious damage, and he it has to be said, those 2 caps were almost completely out of his hands.
Yeah. I mean, he was a player that got it around the corner, got the flags in, and I love this angle from Name as he hit that snipe shot. Unfortunately, after it, all his teammates went down, but we saw some great moments, and honestly, it's shout out to Swish. He like you said, he ran most of those flags back in. He was a big part of making sure that those flags were successful, and he did what was necessary right here when he found the 2 kills. Great help from the teammates, but he's in a great position. He's able to get the cutoffs and secure that last flag for his team. And what a double run right there. You don't see it that often, but when you see 2 flag runs within that 45-second range, it's always a treat to watch.
Yeah, the problem is that when you concede, when you're on the opposite side and you're Scared Money and you concede back-to-back caps, you have to start asking questions. Who didn't clear the base? And if the answer is everybody, then you have to look back at the feed, look back at theater, and really work out the kinks, work out the problems there, and maybe correct that next time around. Make sure that if you lose 1 cap, it doesn't happen, and you don't get back-to-back.
Yeah, going back to back is like the worst possible thing to happen. And you know, they also had the issue where they gave up a counter cap. So they had the 2 flags that came in at the end were back to backs, and the first flag they gave up was a counter cap after their initial push was stunted. That being said, it's in the past for the Scared Money squad. They got to figure it out here. Don't let this go to a game 5 as Name's fighting for this camouflage on the left side. But as that's all happening, Rami got the burn on the overshield, but it cost 2 of their lives, and the burn for the camo. So they opted to burn the camo and overshield, but it cost them basically their entire team.
Yeah, they're going to lose the early scoring here, and they've got it all to do now. And if you're Scared Money, you want to end the series here, because if you lose another game and you go to a Slayer, then the momentum is really, really against you. And although you won the first Slayer, what has to be said, quite comfortably, you'll feel like Cobra Kai and the lads, their tails will be up.
Absolutely. And oh, Bards needs to win that fight, and that was that Swish Fives once again just winning a critical fight for his team as they have the 2-cap and they're trying to push for the trip. Eli Elite unfortunately not able to stay alive in top cap, and that should be a blue bend cap for the Scared Money squad, so they're going to finally be able to put some points on the board. And there's still 2 rockets on the map. That's what's insane to me. We've been playing for almost a minute and a half now, and the rockets haven't been used once yet.
Yeah, furiously using those rockets as defense. I'd like to see him maybe head towards the nest, maybe get the callouts from his teammates to really start to use this to the best of his ability. He gets shot in the back down to the turbine area, but isn't able to get away. Could not get himself out of dodge. He was instead in the frying pan, let himself get cooked, and because of that, he falls, and 1 rocket will now go over to the enemy team.
You know, that really shows me that Cobra Kai is having great communication, because they really emphasized that player was hiding in the pit with the rockets, and that's something needed to happen for that player to die. A beautiful nade gets thrown out from the opposite side of the map, and they get that kill, and now Bomex finds a double with the help of Nemesis to stop that red nest and finds the kill at Catwalk as well. This is just looking like a brand new Cobra Kai squad. They look dominant at the moment. They're up 30-1. They have the momentum in their favor as Bomex is going to stop blue band, and there we go. It's the trip cap, and I believe we have a blue blue cat spawn trap at the moment as Bomex is pushing out through the bend. And there we go. Swish Fives, he knows what's happening. He knew all those players spawned over at the blue alley area. He's gonna get behind him. He gets the overshield and be greedy with it. Swish, get both of them, put them both on. I love to see this when we see the overshield, the green body with the invis on it. I love it when it happens.
Yep, you have to say though, if you're on the side of Scared Money, somebody has to get that camouflage. You cannot let the overshield guy pick up overshield and rotate completely around the map to then pick up the camouflage. Something is going wrong here. Something in the communication. This team needs to get on the same page and get on the same page quickly.
Yeah, we see Scared Money pick up blue bend, and they immediately push into blue base to try to get into the tower. And when you don't have the camo control, I always feel as if that's a dangerous route to go, because you allow the camo to go get free cutoffs, and that's exactly what happened. Swish got in position, he stalled them out over at Catwalk, allowed them to get a trip cap once more. They're gonna give up Catwalk, but they're totally fine with giving up Catwalk right here because they have the immediate mid crosses. No one's gonna get past Bomex and his pistol at the moment as he finds a player, makes them one shot, finds another player at Catwalk, and it's just getting damage on every player, including his teammate, as Nemesis goes down from a headshot from Bomex. Unfortunate, tried to get the help, just couldn't quite do it. But man, that trip cap, that extra little bit of trip cap that Swish Fives caused, that's gonna be a big pain for Bards and crew to get over. It just allowed them to get an extra 15 points that wouldn't have happened.
Yep, has the damage already been done with that triple cap, just tipping away so many points. They were unable to stop the bleed. Nemesis now gets that base, and they start scoring again. It's only Catwalk left to contend with. There's 3 members of Scared Money up there. One gets taken down, but Rami answers back in anger as well. That's a double kill for Nemesis. A 1v1 in the base, but he's already got no shields. It's all going to come down to who can defend this blue bend.
And that's the Nemesis I've been waiting to see, right? That's the pro Nemesis from early on in this game. He goes in, finds a double kill in a 1v3, and gets some damage on the last one. Oh, what a steal! Bomex committing thievery. He gets in and gets that overshield away, and now the camo, Swish has the rockets. I want to see if anyone's over at the camo. It looks like red team is going to be able to get the camo, but they're going to get blue bend. They have an overshield to work with, and they have all the players trapped towards tower side. This is a dominant hold from Bomex and the crew. Scared Money on their back foot. We see Name, he got the camouflage. He's going to be the player that needs to get his team back into this game.
If you're Name, you have one man on your mind, one big game hunter, and you need to be after that overshield guy. Make sure that he can't be a factor on the map, although his overshield must have surely ticked away now to oblivion. He still has that camouflage with just over half the time left on it, but he's been made he's preoccupied with this player in tower, and that player in tower is doing a fantastic job just keeping himself isolated from that camouflage guy and making sure that he burns all that time.
And what's disgusting about this is this Camos player is playing against tower against 3 players, and while all that was happening, there was a 2-cap that was in effect for this Cobra Kai squad. So they just basically isolated that camouflage away from the fight and kept a 2-cap for as long as possible. They eventually do lose the blue bend, but it was so slow, and it's able to get them past that 90-point threshold and really just put them in the driving seat. And Eli Elite has a 1v2. The teammates come in, the help is there. They keep the red nest for now, so no trip cap in effect for this Scared Money squad, and maybe their name is coming true. It seems as if they're playing just a little bit more scared than we saw them in the first couple games.
Yeah, they started off with such a bang getting those 2 games under the belt, but now maybe taking their foot off the gas and open the door just a little bit for this Cobra Kai squad to get themselves involved, to get themselves back into the conversation. And now all of a sudden the momentum, like we said at the start of the game, is all in this Cobra Kai side's favour, and they're going to be heading into the Slayer because they've got the triple cap still in full effect. So it's going to be heading into game 5 Slayer, and I have to say, with the way it's been going the last 2 games, Cobra Kai, they're looking so good.
Hey, sure. I'm not gonna say I'm always right, and you know that like I know this game pretty well, but I said that this squad was gonna come out.
Don't say I'm not gonna say it and then heavily imply that you've said it. Don't do that. That's not how you do things around here, right?
Well,
I may be new here, but I'm not sure that's how you do things around here.
Well, once again, the X Factor comes out. Swish Vibes 21-8, just doing everything that he needed to that map. And honestly, he did so good at like playing off his teammates. You can really tell that their communication is just warmed up and that they're able to communicate very well, because he went 21-8, but his teammates all within about that 400 damage range of him. So he was really just going through, doing what was necessary to get to his teammates' helps, find those kills. An absolutely incredible game from this Cobra Kai squad. They're looking primed and ready to take this game 5. We'll see what happens. Is my prediction right? No, I think it'll be right. I think this Cobra Kai squad is too much to handle right now.
Somebody that had a game to forget was Furiously, only able to put just over a squeak, a pip over 1,000 damage, and he's going to need, his team is going to need a lot more from him in this game 5 Slayer if they're going to push out and head towards the later stages of this tournament. So they're going to need a big game. All eyes are, well, certainly my eyes are on Furiously to see if he can bounce back for this game 5.
Yeah, Furiously is that player to watch, right? Because he's so individually talented, and the fact that like he's won an FFA. I think he might have taken 2nd place. I have to check myself. I'm pretty sure he took 2nd place at the Halo World Championships free for all the way back in Seattle. He's absolutely nasty with his pistol, and we need to see that nastiness pop up. He needs to win his Piz, win his individuals, and be that Slayer for his team. The player that I think, if they're gonna make the comeback, and it's gonna happen, it's on the shoulders of this 18-year-old kid named Bards. Bards is absolutely filthy at the game. We saw him in the no ice roster that took down KCP back in season 1. That took games off of Sentinels. He is a really talented. He shoots his gun right and he makes the correct plays. He needs to be that in-game leader for his team and lead them to victory in this 5th game. And what a great map to play our 5th game on. We're going to Plaza, sniper rifle power-ups, LRs, plasma pistols, BRs, basically anything you can ask for on this map. This has such a fun sandbox to work around with.
Yep, such a small little winding corridors, all 1v1s, all isolated fights. You get that overshield, you try and dictate the pace of the game, and you just try and stop the teammates or the enemies from getting any sort of momentum against you. 1v1 for name, and a man has no name as he takes down Swish. That's a great start from him.
And Bards was able to get that overshield right away and sustained little to no damage with it, and now has the sniper rifle in hand. So he's going to have the green, he's going to have the sniper rifle, and he's going to be able to push forward. I want to see him just be aggressive, right? Use that sniper rifle up close, use it as a way to get a free beatdown. His overshield basically out at this point. One player back in that glass as Bards is finally making his way into this back glass area. Gets shot in the back and he gets picked. You gotta take down Nemesis right there. Like, he knew he was in the glass. Nemesis did a great job of just listening. He heard Bards make the push into LR Hall and then got the flank, and that is just devastating, right? You got a full overshield and a sniper rifle, and it didn't really get much work onto the map. And we see basically Cobra Kai stabilize early on in this game. It was pretty disastrous, losing basically everything off the start.
Yeah, I think the problem for Bards there was he was a bit like a deer in the headlights. He'd done all the hard work. He got it all done, and the easy job was to clear out that guy on the tram loop, and he was unable to do so and decided to walk into no man's territory. Didn't know what was awaiting him in yard. He was able to get double teamed to take him down. So it's a misplay on the part of Bards, but it's all not said and done at the moment. Still 8-7, but someone doing a great job of clawing themselves back into this is Cobra Kai. They were down by 5 or so kills. Now they're back within touching distance.
And Nemesis did it twice already. He took out Bars the first time with the sniper rifle, and then he got behind Name with the sniper rifle once again and got the back smack. So shout out to Nemesis just being aware of where everyone is on the map, where the important players are, and taking them down when he had the chance. Beautiful plays from Nemesis thus far, and that's why they're tied at 11 all. Shout out to Nemesis. So far, he's my MVP of this 5th game.
Nemesis getting the MVP vote at the moment. Still a lot of game left to play, though. A lot of Halo still to be said. And you have to say, Cobra Kai looking so good. But these teams are so evenly matched. The reversal there for BOMX against Furiously. And we looking for Furiously to bounce back. And that is not how you do it. It's getting reversals.
And Nemesis, once again, he's on top of everything on the map. He got the overshield, has about a third of it left, and now he's going to be able to just push through the middle of the map. I love these plays with the overshield where you just use it as like that extra little bit where you can just cut through the map. You can take advanced routes, faster routes, because you have that little extra health to get you there. Unfortunately for them, it's not going to work this time around, as all 4 players from Scared Money just come out of blue at the same time and destroy those 2 players at the bottom dip. And now they're pushing out into LR, and LR is going to be my impact spot of the map. You want to keep that LR glass control and try to force spawns over into the nest and blue, and then work as a team to collapse on those spawns. Name's trying to hold it down right now over at this glass.
Yeah, you got a sticky grenade there. It looks like he tagged the foot of Nemesis. And when you're getting kills like that, things are going your way. But he loses that 1v1 to Eli. I would have liked to see him back down. He had that player in no man's land. He didn't need to challenge that. Just call it out to your teammates. Trust in your teammates that they're going to get that kill. But unfortunately, you have ego child and you've been taken down because of it.
Yeah, trust is going to be what's so important for these teams if they want to make an impact in the pro league. When we get into the pro tournaments, you have to have trust, right? You have to be able to know that your teammate's going to do the job necessary and that you're not going to over challenge and cost your team a death. That's what makes the big difference between the top teams and the AM teams, as Furiously is going to go down from the hands of Swish as the sniper rifle gets wasted, and the Eli Elite, oh, he didn't opt to pick up that noob combo. Maybe he'll go back for it. Oh, we saw a rare BR out from Swish right there. Oh, actually, there was some sniper rifle left, so Swish gonna have 1 bullet left in that sniper rifle to work with. 1
bullet in the chamber. Can he thread the needle and find the face? Can he wobble a wig just one last time? He just needs 1 shot to connect. Maybe even find that body. He shoots, swings, and it misses, but it doesn't matter. He's able to help his teammate take down Furiously, and now this player's in a world of hurt on the poster, stairs. And now Nemesis, he has the overshield, and they're up by 2 kills, and everything is looking Millhouse right now.
And talk about confidence from Swish. He's using the BR out of all things. He finally picks up a light rifle, but Nemesis once again with that overshield, he's on top of it. He's always so mindful of what's happening on the map. He knows where the impact players are. He knows when to be in position for overshields. He does such a wonderful job at positioning himself to make his to enable his team to make the best plays possible as he's landing down some shots. Unfortunately, not finding any kills with that overshield as his teammates go 3 down, and he's going to be the most forward player. He's going to look at him stutter stepping, but I think he was spotted, and now they're going to try to collapse on him. Actually, he wasn't spotted. That player just runs forward. He's not aware that Nemesis is there, but Nemesis is missing some easy shots. Someone help him! Help the man!
Shoot somebody!
Oh no, dude.
I'm gonna need somebody to shoot somebody there. Everybody's whiffing, spinning and missing. I don't know what was going on, but finally somebody dropped to the respawn screen. Somebody faded to black. But now it's still 31-29, and it looks as though both these teams are just trying to throw the game to each other.
Yeah, Nemesis was drowning, bro. He did not know what to do right there, as we see Furiously drop down and gets an immediate back smack from Swish, but Name is there to clean up the 2, and we see a little bit of a lead, a 4-kill lead in favor of this Scared Money squad. The question is, can they maintain this momentum? And it looks like they're doing a wonderful job at it. They take a 6-kill lead now, and they have the map control. So this is going to be very tough for Nemesis and crew to break out of. We see all of them spawning towards Hotel, and all these players at Scared Money are aware.
I'd like to see Rami now get himself back up to help his teammates. He's down towards that tram area, that white car zone. Can he get himself back in touch and distance of his teammate as Bards tries to escape with the sniper rifle? But the boys on Cobra Kai say no, and Eli Elite is going to wield that weapon, see if he can find some faces, as he's going to no doubt be met with a person down here at Tram Loop. Can he find the face? No, he cannot. And that player wisely decides to dip out. Now, if I'm Scared Money, I make these come to me. They have the sniper rifle, they have everything that they need, but no, Rami falls down on the glass there. You're met by full force of Cobra Kai, and now the collapse comes. Eli Elite gets a kill on the Furiously, and the other teammates need to scramble now to the new respawners.
And if Cobra Kai wins this 5th game, it's because of Eli Elite's play right there. He used a nade to bounce it off the lift to take down Bards with the sniper rifle, and then was able to take him out, and in turn, that allowed the overshield to go into Switch's hands and to cut this lead down to 4. Unfortunately, Eli Elite goes down with that sniper rifle, so once again, it's in the hands of the Scared Money squad, but the kill's not going in their favor as of now. Only 4 bullets of the sniper to work with, as Rami just pushes away as that player pushed forward, not going to be able to get that kill. And there's a flanker coming from the underneath. Is Rami aware of that player in driveway? Yes, he is. The call outs come through, and Eli Elite is taken down 43-39. It's tightening up towards the end as Switch and Bomex find kills. That came out of nowhere. They looked like they had the control. All of the players from Cobra Kai were at the bottom. It does not matter. They're finding kill after kill. They're clawing themselves back into this game, and Bomex has a sniper rifle with 3 bullets left in it.
As this game dwindles down to the latter stages and the noose starts to tighten on one of these teams as BoMX finds the face of name, and if you're going to turn up, this is when you start to do it. Within 1 kill, 4 minutes and some change left. He's seen that nade. He's going to have that information as a player position on that yellow ledge. Now, if I'm BoMX and I'm the rest of his teammates, just set up around him. Let him find some picks. Slow it down here. You've got plenty of time. You find that first pick and you explode.
And look at Bomex. He just wants to see that player peek the head over top gold, with no one quite taking the bait at the moment. An overshield could come up and play an impact as Bomex finally wastes those final bullets. A player pushes the LR hall, but is immediately killed. Rami tried to get the pick, but couldn't get away with it. And we're tied 46 all. And the overshield is up. Nades come through. The overshield is burned. Cobra Kai's in the driving seat. All 3 players from Scared Money in a row towards the LR and Ness. They're in a bad position, 48-46. This is a complete collapse from Scared Money. They had the driving seat. They were up by 6 in this late game, and they've thrown it away, 48-47. This is going to come down to the wire.
Cobra Kai have done an absolute madness here if they come out on top, but somehow he manages to do it. He manages to get the reversal and Nemesis, put some body disrespect on the Furiously, and you have to say, Scared Money had the driver's seat, but the problem was they left the keys in the house.
They left the keys in the house. Absolutely. That was a dominating, I mean, not even dumb. That was just a surprising comeback. They had everything in their favor. They had the power weapon. They had the lead. They had the control. They had them all spawn trapped over in hotel. And then it comes down to the individual play of Eli Elite. He went 11-14, but the kills that he got at the end were so critical. He had a one-on-one with Bards. Bards got the sniper rifle. Eli Elite threw a beautiful nade up the lift, got Bards one shot, reach out right away, got that pick, and let them use that sniper rifle to get back into this game. What a complete comeback from this Cobra Kai squad, and shout out specifically to Switch 5s. The consistency was key from him. He played great all 5 games, and you can tell he is the leader of this squad.
Yeah, one man though, Eli. He's elite by name and elite by